something at the end. What should we do at the end to like wrap it up?
Hey guys, thanks for watching League of Legends. Life of Legends.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Life of Legend and subscribe below to subscribe below. Oh, look at the camera settings. Like if we stand up, like what am I gonna see?
You see your crotch.
Yes. What if we just leave?
That's what we should do, but we don't have practice. That's fine.
So we need more Nivea and we go full Fredio. Yes. We need more Fredio on it.
Yes. When I played against Nivea in Korea with Sundra, like it was legit the only games, like they were these, I played against Nivea Matrix in Korea with Sundra, and these were the only games like I legit couldn't play the game. Like I really couldn't.
It's really tricky to talk before Rift Rival.
I mean, I don't think it's that hard. Like, I think that coming into Rift Rivals, we had really high expectations. Like, even if you looked at the analysts, casters, all over the internet, people predicted us to be the best EU team. And we believed ourselves that we would be able to win most of our games beforehand, which made it even harder to accept, like, the way it went.
I'm salty and no comments.
Half thought he was faster than me, wasn't the case.
Generally, these guys have high at least first priority, just like us. They also have low priority on LeBlanc, so we need to make sure we like know our picks in the LeBlanc for today.
It was the same as C9, I think.
No.
So we played first day we played P1 and C9. I don't really remember much of the C9 game, but I remember against P1 we were
So
like
Mike Young is engaged. There was no follow-up. Fnatic win. Now they go for Baron. Still got Cataclysm and Let's Bounce. So
They stay on
available puts it down. Ryu's locked in the pit. Hero's entrance gets him out. Rockstar Let's Bounce delivers two to the back line. Easier for Reckless to stand him in the maelstrom. A Valkyrie forward from Captain Fnatic ace Phoenix 1. And Fnatic with an uninspiring win over P1.
Yeah, and it felt like Fnatic did find their footing, right? Even when the game was slowing down, they weren't falling further behind. They were scaling up on the champions they wanted to, and they didn't know exactly what to do in the team fight.
In the mid lane spin, and with you returning to the stage, he's carrying support with Yasbak behind him. And of course, the opponent's playing Cloud9. C9 will be starting.
So high expectations, and then things didn't work out, and we just got kind of abused because people finally figured out our style. Yeah.
Here we go, Cloud9 and Fnatic facing off again.
A lot of fans very likely get excited about this one. I even saw a lot of
C9 fans in the audience. Like for
So people are going to be divided
And,
as to
the scripts,
who they want
like,
to come
2 or
out
3 days
victorious.
before,
But
so
what
I
I'm
think it
interested in
affected
seeing
a
is,
lot.
as we talked about earlier on, right at the start of the game,
Oh, we wanted
early
to
jungle
play
focus.
at
Where is it
Rivals
going to
and
be from
Batter,
Broxah?
he's missing 2 of his teammates already. Buys what time he can, gets a shield from
So,
Broxah as well, and Reckless wants the blink to
I mean,
save the
at
game.
least
Can he take
myself,
down
I
Sneaky? He's
like,
going to die. He's 2 attacks from it, and
feeling
instead,
about
it's
the
Reckless, the KDA player. Instead of winning the game, he wants to keep his deaths at 1. An 8 KDA for Reckless, but an L in the column right there as Cloud9 takes their win and shuts down Fnatic.
That one was pretty brutal.
Yeah, there's like a lot of disagreements about like C9 game, the way we wanted to play it. And I felt like there's really little focus going into the game. So myself, I honestly didn't even feel like playing the game. It was just extremely bad. So yeah.
I think the first feeling that I got after coming back from day one was frustration, because we have been playing the style for so long at this point, and we've made it work really well in EU, and suddenly teams just find ways to abuse it to an extent where it's really hard for us to actually win the game. Obviously it was too late to change anything about it, so we just had to stick with our style and play it through.
It is time to find out our third matchup of the day. And arguably the most anticipated. TSM, the pride of North America, Fnatic, the pride of Europe, going head-to-head for the first time here in Rift Rivals since 2015. It is an all-out bloodbath, but Doublelift strikes back. Suddenly the cask is in. Reckless on the way forward as well. Flashing, that's the slicing Maelstrom. Fnatic are starting to tear TSM apart, and they have bit off more than they can chew. Into the team, the flay backwards as well, but the Anivia could be the one in trouble. Bjergsen buying so much time, the Sonic Wave gonna get interrupted by Biofrost. Ash on the backside, Bjergsen finally gonna drop a Fnatic. They started this fight on the back foot, and that may just be how it's going to end, because they're getting taken down. But every analyst predicted Fnatic to be at the top, EU to be at the top of this tournament, but TSM, they have decided differently. They are cleaning up Fnatic. They are making this one look easy, and they are the hope for NA.
Just catching their European teams so often.
I think it was the most frustrating day of all of them, because it just felt really bad for me, like, to play this way and not being able to like play the way that I want to play. So it's like
They just push bot, and then Blitzcrank just comes with over and over, and they keep killing caps with mana advantage, which we had not really seen before we started playing the NA teams, because EU teams usually just use their push bot to just push our tower down, but in this case they actually more or less make sure that me and Caps can't play the game.
This is brute force is 3 or 4. They have bloedrinket, they have
How are you guys feeling after today?
fucking shit.
Yeah,
Wasn't the best day.
yeah, but we were a bit unlucky.
I mean, I think Doublelift was like scripting. It was Ash ults, like hit 3 of them. It was like not a targeted skill shot, you know. It was like a point and click, and he just hit our mid lane every single time, and there's nothing we can do actually.
Caps forward to big cleanse as well. So.
Like, this guy had map hack too. You know, he had aim lock and map hack, so.
I mean,
I
think this day was like, it just proves my point that I always say is that, you know, it's just 50-50. Like, either you win or you lose, right? And today, we got 1 win and 1 loss. And exactly. It was the same we had yesterday, and it just proves that League is just 50-50.
I would say, guys, just don't worry. We need to just work together, figure out a solution together, you know, everything. But on a serious note, I think it was just after both C9 and TSM lost, we were a bit lost, and then we went into the game against what they call Penis One, and yeah, we were just playing really bad too. So we weren't really the most positive, or weren't really.
You know, the saddest part is we're the best EU team right now. We have 2 wins. Everyone else has 1 win.
How are you guys feeling going into tomorrow?
I think we need a little
Tokyo tonight and see what we can have happen.
We just need to like gather into like a bonfire, you know, and eat some marshmallow together.
When we like need to sacrifice a rabbit, you know, and like when like do the sign on the floor.
And then eat some mushrooms.
TSM push.
Still endlessly grim here for the side of Fnatic. We're waiting, we're hoping, if you're an EU fan, for an outplay, but if you're an NA fan, you just want to see them close the gap. Tighten the news, rather, was what I was going to say. Thought that might be wrong, but definitely accurate at this point. In goes Jez's. Fight's going to kick off. Doublelift now having the Galio ult come in. They don't even do any damage to him. Finally going to take him down, though, in the end, as the cooldowns come through. Caps in trouble as Bjergsen moves it down mid, but this is going to be the TSM win. No hope left for Fnatic.
TSM with an extremely clean game.
That's the consolation prize for Fnatic. Hey, you got the first one. Hey, you picked off Boxer, but every time TSM fired back when there was the interrupt on Boxa, trying to split the jungle in a different way for the Baron, trying for that second kill.
TSM, it was probably the most rough hours of the tournament, at least for me, because our team was a total mess. Like everything gone just the opposite of how we, I don't know if I can say expected, but at least wanted it to be. And we're in a position where we know that our style is really difficult to make work. And we have an upcoming game that we have to win, and we're not going to be in the finals. And we all have different ideas of how we want to make it work for the last game.
I still understand that we're a competitive team. We're one of the best teams. We should take every opportunity we have to try to improve, come up with good plans, and become good at the game. And if like a few best of one losses in the tournament doesn't mean anything, does this to our mental? What's going to happen if we go to Worlds and we lose 1 or 2 games? Is it going to be like this?
But we just decided to stick with our style for one more time, and then hopefully grab the win.
The game. Vinny's going to try to close it out. Sneaky the same as Jez once in. Can't get the flate. 2 more attacks to do it, and Cloud9 will, in fact, take down Fnatic 2-0 in the head-to-head. And it means that Unicorns of Love, I do believe, are now guaranteed to represent the European LCS in the final.
So the early game.
These teams were Korean light, so this is what's gonna happen in the Worlds.
It's gonna be fun though.
Let us find out now in the Worlds.
I mean, there's a lot of games even in, like during LCS in the past few weeks where like it feels like we only win because the enemy is fucking shit, you know.
We only win because we are good.
It's all at the back.
The only reason we are winning is because we get picks on the side.
Yeah.
Because we're not an PS4 or push turrets or control vision or doing.
Can we do that?
When I caught you at the station, it was over when you got me in your sights.
I don't think we should have even won one game at the finals. Most of the event was like pretty bad and frustrating, and like hopefully it's like a wake up call for like the team and everything.
After each rivals, I've seen so many personal messages to me and like different websites and where fans like suggest us playing new champions and playing different styles. But it's pretty, I think it's pretty important to say that we're actually aware that we have some serious issues right now.
I feel like no one in the team like got to their like full potential, you know. So it's like I think he still have a lot more room to go, and I think it's like positive thing that guys, thanks for watching Life of Legend, and click below to subscribe, comment, or like.
And click here to watch the previous episodes. Thanks for watching, guys. Woo!